right, this is second grade math lesson 6-6. We're going to be using addition to check our subtraction. So our first thing we're going to do, find 52 minus 24. 52 minus 24. So we're going to use the bar diagram here and the subtraction frame to show how we solve the problem. And then we're going to use addition to figure it all out. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so we have a total of 52. Okay, 52 minus 24. 2 minus 4 isn't going to work. We're going to have to regroup. That 5 becomes a 4. That 2 becomes a 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. And 4 minus 2 is 2. So we know over here 52 is a part of it is 24 and the other part is 28. If we add these two together, we will get a sum of 52. So that's what we're going to do now. 24 plus 28. So we're going to check our numbers here to make sure that we can get up to our total number. So let's take a look at this. 4 plus 8 is 12, a 2 in the ones place, so 1 in the tens place. And then we have 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 more is 5, 52, and it checks out. So you can use addition to actually go through and solve your subtraction problems, to check it, to make sure that you did it properly. All right. Here we go. Remember that addition and subtraction are called related. They're related facts. So you can add to check your subtraction. So this is 24 minus 9 is 15. 15 minus 9 is, or 15 plus 9 is 24. So we're able to get both of those numbers together. And here's another example how you can do it. 52 minus 17. So we're going to go through and do our guided practice. We have a lot of it to get through, but it will help us. And we have to remember to switch our brains in between subtraction and addition. All right. Why? Here's your do you understand? Show me. Why can you use addition to check 63 minus 19 equals 4? So I'm going to talk about how they are related. I'm going to say subtraction and addition are related. Okay? All right, let's do our guided practice. We're going to subtract. Check your answer by adding and write the missing part. So 32 minus 13. 2 minus 3 is not going to work, so we know we're going to have to regroup. That 3 becomes a 2. That 2 becomes a 12. 12 minus 3 is 9, and 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay? Now what we're going to do is take those two numbers there and add them together. So we already know this is a 19. We get that is our difference right there. Now we're going to add these two together to make sure it adds up to a total of 32. So 19 plus 13. 9 plus 3 is 12. Put a 2 in the ones place. Regroup. 1, 2, 3 gives us the correct answer. All right, let's go take a look at our next one. 78 minus 49. 8 minus 9. Nope, doesn't work. So we're going to have to regroup. That 7 becomes a 6. That 8 becomes an 18. 18 minus 9 is 9. And 6 minus 4 is 2. So 29 are the two numbers that we can add together to get us to 78. So we're going to add it just to check. 29 plus 49. 9 plus 9 is 18. 8 in the ones place, regroup that one group of tens. 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. So it checks out. All right, let's head to our independent practice page. We have 8 independent practice pages problems and 1 higher order thinking. So this will be lots and lots and lots of practice. All right, let's take a look at this. 52 minus 27. So we need to solve this first to put the other side of our bar diagram. 2 minus 7. 2 minus 7 is not going to work. We're going to have to regroup. That 5 is going to become a 4. That 2 becomes a 12. Did you notice how our boxes are now missing? So we have to remember on our own to put the numbers in the regrouping boxes. All right, and 12 minus 7 is 5, and 4 minus 2 is 2, so we get 25. But we're going to add these together to make sure it adds up to 52. So we're going to do 27 plus 25. 7 plus 5 is 12. We have to regroup that one. And 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 more is 5, so that one checks out. All right, let's look at number 4. 80 minus 14. 0 minus 4. We have to regroup. That 8 becomes a 7. That 0 becomes a 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. And 7 minus 1 is 6. So let's check it out now. We're going to add these two together, which are these two here. 14 plus 66. So let's see. 4 plus 6 is 10. We have to regroup. 0 in the ones place. 1 in the tens place. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 6 is 8. And look right there. We get our answer there. We are doing great. All right, let's keep going. 54 minus 19. 4 minus 9 won't work. Look at this. We have to regroup. That 5 becomes a 4. That 4 becomes a 14. 14 minus 9 is 5. And 4 minus 1 is 3. And then we're going to add these two together to check. 19 plus 35. 9 plus 5 is 14. And let's see, 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 3 is 5, so we get 54. So we know that that definitely is a 35 on the other side of our bar diagram. All right, let's look at number 6. 75 minus 62. 5 minus 2. Look at this. We don't have to regroup. Easy peasy. And 7 minus 6 is 1. So let's add these two together. 62 plus 13. Let's check our math. Let's see. 2 plus 3 is 5. And 6 plus 1 is 7. So that is correct. 13 goes over here because we have, the same number up here in our bar diagram. All right, let's look at number 7. 83 minus 29. So 3 minus 9 won't work. We're going to have to regroup. That 8 becomes a 7, and that 3 becomes a 13. 13 minus 9 is 4, and 7 minus 2 is 5. Now we're going to take these two numbers and add them together. 29 plus 54. We want to see if we get up to 83. So 9 plus 4 is 13. Regroup. 2 plus 5 is 7, plus 1 more is 8. 83, that is correct. So we know 54 goes on the other side of our bar diagram. 48 minus 21. 8 minus 1 is 7. Did we need to regroup? Nope, we were able to make it work. And 4 minus 2 is 2, so 27. We're going to add these two together. 21 plus 27. 1 plus 7 is 8. 2 plus 2 is 4. Look at that. We have the same one up here. So we have 21. 27 will be our other number inside our bar diagram. All right, let's take a look at our higher order thinking. Maria uses 35 plus 24 to check her answer to a subtraction problem. Write 2 subtraction problems Maria could have solved. So we're going to go ahead and do this one first. 35 plus 24. Let's get our total sum. 5 plus 4 is 9, and 3 plus 2 is 5. So let's take a look at 2 different problems, 2 different subtraction problems she could have used. So let's do 59 is our bigger number, 59 minus 24, and 59 minus 35. 59 minus 24 is going to be 35, and 59 minus 35 is going to be 24. All right, let's head on over to our back side here. Okay, math and science, number 10. 62 students are doing science experiments. 48 students have cups of water. The rest have ice cubes. How many students have ice cubes? So what we're going to do is 62 minus 48 is going to be our first problem. And then we're going to use addition to check our answer. So 2 minus 8 won't work. We're going to have to regroup. That 6 becomes a 5. That 2 becomes a 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. And 5 minus 4 is 1. Now we're going to use these two numbers to check. Okay? So we know that the answer is going to be 14 students here. But we're going to check and add. So I'm going to do 48 plus 14. And hopefully this will add up to 62, our total number. 8 plus 4 is 12. I have to regroup. And 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 1 more is 6. And yes, it checks out. We were able to get up to our total number of 62 students. All right, let's take a look at number 11. 37 students make clay pots. 16 students use brown clay. The rest use green clay. How many students use green clay? So we have 37 students minus 16 students that use the brown clay. 7 minus 6 is 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. So now we're going to check. We're going to add 16 plus 21 to see if we can get up to 37. 6 plus 1 is 7. 1 plus 2 is 3. So right here we know there are 21 students use the green clay. Okay, number 12, higher order thinking. Write a subtraction story about 65 minus 21. Solve the story, check your answer by adding. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and write my problem down here. 65 minus 41. 5 minus 1 is 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. So I know it's going to be 24. So let's see. I'm going to just stick with birds. There are 65 birds. 41 fly away. How many are left? Well, I know there are 24 left, but we have to use addition to solve. So we're going to do 41 plus 24. And that comes from right here, 41 and 24. And it should add up to 65. So let's check it. 1 plus 4 is 5, and 4 plus 2 is 6. It checks. Excellent. Let's take a look at our assessment here. Number 13. Bill has 17 more craft sticks than Roger. Okay? Bill has 45 craft sticks. So he has 45 craft sticks, and he actually has 17 more than Roger, but here's where it gets tricky. He has more, so we actually have to subtract. So 45 minus 17, okay? And then we're going to use addition to solve. So 5 minus 7 won't work, so we have to regroup. That 4 becomes a 3, that 5 becomes a 15. 15 minus 7 is 8, and 3 minus 1 is 2. So we have an answer of B. Great job, everyone.